I welcome you all to this online tutorial designed for students who are in senior 3 and 4 in the CBC curriculum. So previously, we had explored part B of our item on bonding. Part B was on explaining properties. Hope my screen is visible. It's not. Allow me share my screen so that you can have a clear view of it. So this is our previous item of exploration. And we had the substances of consideration which were highlighted in the item were potassium chloride, aluminium wires, solid graphite, methane. We explored the part A exhaustively. Same applies to part B. Yeah, if I recall very well. Then in part C, they wanted us to state one use of each substance. One use of each substance in relation to its structure. So we start with the potassium chloride. Potassium chloride, the first substance of ours was potassium chloride. Potassium chloride, I assume that my screen is visible. Potassium chloride. There you are. So uses of potassium chloride is a salt. Most of ionic compounds of exploration are salts. In fact, all of them, they are salts. No, not all of them, sorry, not all of them. Most of them are salts. They are crystalline solids, widely used as preservatives. Therefore, for that case, potassium chloride is used as a preservative and as a flavoring agent. Why is it applied as a preservative and a flavoring agent? First of all, it is stable. Do you know what that means? It does not easily change. For example, if you subject it to heat, it can melt, but it requires very large amounts of heat energy to melt, so it is stable towards lower temperatures. However, if you increase temperatures, it can change. So it is stable, highly soluble in water. For example, you can use it in preservation of drinks. Why? Due to its solubility in water and also stable at cooking temperatures. There are other users. They wanted us to state one use. But there are other uses one can think about. Potassium chloride is used as a fertilizer. Why? It is made up of potassium ions and chloride ions, which are essential in plant growth. So it can be in a position of supplying those ions that make it up. It can supply potassium ions and chloride ions to soil or to plants. Why? It is soluble in water. So once you dissolve it in water, then it gives you those ions. Then you can pour that solution on soil or towards plants. So because it is used as a fertilizer, because it is soluble in water, allowing it supply essential plant nutrients that will support plant growth. Then there are other uses which one can think about apart from it being applied as a preservative, as a flavoring agent, as a fertilizer. It is a salt. It is a salt that can be used as a precursor in synthesis of other compounds. So there are many uses which one can think about, but I have picked out those that are general. If you remember my properties for part B, I was trying to attempt it in a general case so that you can extend it to all the other items. So I want to say that most, not all of them, most ionic compounds can be applied as fertilizers. Most ionic compounds can be applied as preservative. They can also be applied as flavoring agents. So these are general. However, there are also others which one can as well think about. So allow me first pause this a little bit.